Hello gainers, I'm Ralphie and welcome to my little channel called Fitter Philosophy, in which I talk about practical experience-based stoic philosophy stuff. So we're getting away from the classroom, we're getting away from the universities and the hallowed halls of academia, and we're talking about, could you excuse me, I've got a visitor here. Hello, here he is. He's my little pussycat. He likes to, as soon as he knows I'm going to start recording something, he kind of hangs about in the background, and then he comes forward, meow, 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 lift me up, give me a tickle, give me a nice bird's eye view, see what that, so I can see what the birds are up to, and then as soon as I've given you a rub or two, I'll demand you let me down. Isn't that right, Fluffy? This is Fluffy the cat. Woohoo! He puts on quite a show. Cats always do. So money. My subject today is about money, and I want to look at money from a different angle, because we tend to hear about how can you earn more. That tends to be the way of putting some sort of value on money, saying if you earn more you can buy more, you can spend more, you can have more, you can be more, and I suggest that you look at it from the other angle. How much do we actually need compared to how much we actually want? And what you'll find is that, particularly when you speak to older folk that've got some experience of life, their wants are a lot less than what they used to need. You wanting down? Is this why you're making some awkward shapes, sweetheart? Showing your bottom to the camera? Right, down you go. Right, off you go. Mice are that way. No, shut up. And money. Anyway, talking about money, it's a good idea to do a stock take of the quality of our spending in relation to what we actually earn. And you find that depending where you live and depending on your lifestyle, you can find yourself earning good money but still spending periods of time in debt. And it's a symptom called overreaching. And it's well worth saying, you know, I'm in a big house, a big apartment, it's a nice area, but is it a better area? Is it a better place that I'm living? Because they're two different things. You don't want to be in a really rough area, a bad area where property values are going downhill. But it works both ways. Property values can go up if an area is down. It really depends on the location, which is why we have to spend much more time than we think we need to on finding somewhere that we feel comfortable and want to live in, where when we're paying all that vast amount of money, and the single biggest debt we'll carry in our lives is our mortgage, usually. You know, we want to spend it wisely. It's the same as buying a car, you know, and if you want to buy a reliable car, just buy a Toyota Corolla. That's what you buy. Or buy a Skoda. But you see so many people out there in these vastly more expensive Audis and BMWs and Range Rovers, because they're under the illusion and the delusion that their lives are somehow better for having a more stealable, unreliable car, which isn't going to last as long as a Toyota would or a Skoda. And this is real life. The people are programmed, we're all programmed to be consumers. But the skill is to be smaller consumers, to budget ourselves, and to actually establish a really solid quality of life, of health, of good friends, of a comfortable living, a successful living, where we're not overreaching and not overstretching our resources, and allowing ourselves to actually save up some money for the future, for when we reach retirement age, because it's when you're older, that's when you feel the cold more, particularly when you're vulnerable and you haven't saved enough. So take my advice, do your budgeting, don't chase the clouds, don't chase the dreams that you're given, these fake dreams, fake aspirations. You set your own standards, and while you're at it, you need to keep some good company. And that's been my next subject on my next video, good company. But in the meantime, you start looking after your pounds and pennies, do a bit of budgeting, see the quality of food that you can be consuming on relatively modest money compared to other people around you that are constantly in takeaways, carry-outs, restaurant eating, expensive wines, expensive alcohols and all the rest of it. Frankly, at the end of the time, end of a few years, all that's forgotten, because that's the way of the passage of time. See you soon.